Pennywise. Pennywise is a nightmarish entity from space that often presents itself in the form of a clown, preying on the fear and flesh of the vulnerable to fuel itself every 27 years, using fear as a way to season the meat of a person before consuming them. A creature this foul and unnatural would never be found on Earth as such. Pennywise, or it, comes from a void beyond the universe called the Macroverse, and chooses to haunt a small town called Derry, where it appears every 27 years to feast on the people of the town, and then goes into hibernation for another 27 years until it awakens again to repeat the cycle. The monster takes the form of a clown since it's a universal fear of most people and its preferred form, having adopted it after seeing a performer in the 1800s wearing the costume and name. It's not just the 27-year cycle that makes Pennywise so horrifying. Its arsenal of deadly powers leaves little room for hope. It can therefore manifest a range of deadly forms and abilities to torture and kill you. Besides its shape-shifting superpower, Pennywise has other notable abilities, such as the power to appear visible to some, mostly its targets, and completely invisible to others, both in sight and sound. The creature also has a superhuman-level healing factor that makes it almost invulnerable, and it even has the ability to control the weather. Pennywise delights in spreading fear and terror throughout Derry, all for its desire to feed on fear and flesh. Therefore, Pennywise is more than just a monster. It's a timeless and ageless predator that feeds on the fear of others and, coupled with its supernatural powers and immortality, makes it nearly unstoppable. Wendigo. The Wendigo from American folklore is a terrifying, swift beast that requires human flesh to survive, and this man-eater will stop at nothing to satisfy its craving for flesh. Yet understanding its hunger begins with the dark path that transforms a human into such a beast. A Wendigo is created when a human begins to eat human flesh, initially gaining abilities such as speed, strength, and even immortality. But if enough is consumed over the years, that person becomes this flesh-hungry entity. In addition to this disturbing origin, its appearance is equally horrifying. Wendigos have a very slim build with a huge gap in their midsection, a clear sign of their unquenchable hunger. And they possess pale skin. They have razor-like claws and sharp fangs to aid in killing and devouring human flesh. Their eyes glow in shades ranging from fiery red to piercing yellow. Yet it's not only their hideous form that terrifies victims. The Wendigo's methods of hunting and feeding amplify the nightmare. Wendigos embody gluttony, greed, and excess. Never satisfied after killing and consuming just one person, they are constantly searching for new prey. Known to stalk victims in forests, they will tear down anything in their way, and some Wendigos even capture multiple humans to feed on whenever hunger strikes. It's not just the Wendigo's claws and teeth we should dread, but the nightmare of an insatiable hunger that twists any trace of humanity into a relentless monster. Xenomorphs. Xenomorphs are an alien creature engineered to be the perfect organism and an apex predator. Brutal, bloodthirsty, and nearly impossible to survive against, these monsters are pure terror, built for nothing but death and destruction. However, these creatures were not created by chance. In fact, xenomorphs were created by beings far more sinister. They were created by entities called the Engineers, who developed a bioweapon called the Black Goo, a pathogen that mutates life into deadly forms, ultimately creating the xenomorph. With their origins come a set of deadly features. Some of the horrifying features include highly acidic blood, capable of melting flesh, and even metal. But not the creature's own body. They have a set of spring-loaded inner jaws, also known as an attack tongue, that can strike quickly and punch through almost anything. They are also equipped with a tail that has a spiked barb at the end, which can impale objects with devastating force and also aids in swimming. And worst of all, they have the ability to rapidly reproduce using facehuggers, parasites that infect a host, turning it into a xenomorph in only a few hours after infection. Xenomorphs are about as intelligent as primates, smart enough to learn quickly and hunt, but not as intelligent as a human. They show less emotion, but sometimes show fear when they are in the presence of fire, which they are vulnerable to, or let out audible shrieks or screams when attacked, thereby showing pain. Xenomorphs are not just a deadly alien species. They are an engineered fear capable of instilling deep terror into prey and completely eliminating them. Demogorgon. The Demogorgon from the TV series Stranger Things is a terrifying, predatory creature that uses brute force, stealth, and its supernatural powers to hunt and kill. Once it locks onto your scent, the Demogorgon won't stop until it claims its prey, yet its hunger has no bounds, reaching far beyond our reality. Coming from a parallel universe called the Upside Down, it is one of the many horrors lurking there. When the Demogorgon appears in our reality, lights begin to flicker in its presence, almost as though reality itself senses the predator has arrived. The Demogorgon has a humanoid shape, with a grotesque, flower-like head that opens to reveal rows of razor-sharp teeth. It is exceptionally strong and agile, making it far more dangerous than it appears on the surface. But brute strength alone is not what makes the Demogorgon truly terrifying. Escaping or surviving an attack is very difficult due to its various supernatural abilities, such as telekinesis, which may contribute to its remarkable strength despite a seemingly lean physique. The monster also has a high regenerative factor, can sense and detect blood, and possesses durable skin that makes it nearly bullet-resistant. Because of these attributes, the Demogorgon is not merely a mindless predator. It represents the terrifying, specialized biology of a creature designed for hunting and killing. In the end, it isn't just the Demogorgon's teeth and claws we should fear, but the reality that once it emerges from the upside down, no one is truly safe. Ghidorah. Ghidorah, originating from the Monsterverse, is a giant extraterrestrial gold dragon with 3 heads, massive wings, and many sinister abilities built for planetary destruction. It is known as the king of all monsters for its power and nature, leaving it in a league of its own. Ghidorah, unlike other titans in the Monsterverse, has no earthly origins and comes from deep space, where it has destroyed entire planets and civilizations, including Venus in our solar system, ultimately finding its way to Earth. Ghidorah's most striking feature, its multiple heads, are 3 separate entities, with the middle head being the most intelligent and dominant of the 3, while the right-sided head is the most aggressive and the left being the least intelligent and aggressive. Now, while Ghidorah's appearance may already be terrifying, its abilities make it truly unstoppable, such as the ability to drain and harness energy from power sources, seen when it bit down on a live power station, harnessing immense electrical power. Another striking ability is its Alpha Call, which summons other titans from around the world to come to Ghidorah's aid. And the most notable ability is its bioelectrical nature, which gives Ghidorah a range of electrical attacks and its gold color. As if the abilities weren't enough, Ghidorah's personality amplifies its chaos and destruction even more. When it has killed or is about to kill something, all 3 heads seem to smile, showing its sadistic, twisted nature. Ghidorah also likes to toy with its victims, or use extremely overpowered attacks to destroy them. Ghidorah is a cosmic god and a being designed to be a chaotic destroyer of worlds. Escaping from it once it has locked onto your planet is almost impossible. Cthulhu. When you stare into the darkest depths of the ocean, you might feel something staring back, and what's waiting there could shatter your mind. Cthulhu is an ancient, massive, horrific, cosmic entity that dwells in the depths of the ocean and is so powerful that the mere thought of its existence can drive one to insanity and darkness. Cthulhu is part of a race of gods called the Great Old Ones, who come from beyond the stars and traveled to Earth during prehistoric times, building a city under the Pacific Ocean where the monster has entered a death-like slumber, awaiting the right cosmic conditions to awaken and reclaim the Earth. In its dormant form, Cthulhu appears as a massive humanoid with an octopus-like head and has massive leathery wings spreading from its back, capable of spanning vast distances. However, none of these physical traits stand out as its most deadly power, because Cthulhu has telepathic and mind-controlling abilities, which can cause devastating effects. Cthulhu uses this power to control and influence people by bending their will to force them to join the cult of Cthulhu, or to drive his secret agendas. Yet this power truly shows its deadly effects with its ability to induce madness in a person, as even just thoughts of Cthulhu can drive individuals insane. In the end, it's not just the monster itself that dooms us, but the knowledge that once awakened, Cthulhu's horror will drown the world in madness, and there may be no escape.